For almost a half-century, Zella Jackson Price has mourned a baby girl who a nurse told her died hours after she gave birth to her.
Diane was born November the 25th, 1965.
Diane, the name Zella Jackson gave to her daughter, who was born in St. Louis's Homer G. Phillips Hospital. It closed down in 1979 and is now the site of a senior apartment complex. Zella says she never received a birth certificate or death certificate. It was like Diane never existed.
Did any of the nurses or doctors say to you, would you like to see Diane? She's passed away, but would you like to see her?
No, they did not do that.
Never said that?
Never.
Across the country in Eugene, Oregon, a woman born the very same day who had been adopted, always wondering why her birth mother had given her away. Melanie Gilmore, who lost her hearing from an illness when she was a child, found a piece of paper many years ago that said her birth mother's name was Zella Jackson. Her adoptive mother had previously told Melanie her birth mother had passed away. Melanie and her daughter tell us what happened after her adoptive mother got very sick in the 1980s.
Before she died, she was afraid to tell me that my mom was alive. And I told her that I forgive you and I love you.
A search would begin. And as Melanie closed in on her 50th birthday this year, her children investigated using Facebook and sent this text to Zella Jackson Price.
And I know you do not know me, but my mother was adopted when she was born. She said that her mother's name is Zella Jackson.
Zella's daughter did not die. Melanie Gilmore is Diane, Zella's daughter.
Ready?
A DNA test has now proven it. Melanie's children surprised her by setting up a video call so Melanie and Zella could see each other for the first time since the day Melanie was born.
We're telling the truth. Yeah,
yes,
we're telling the truth. We found your
alive.
mom. Yeah, Mom.
She's alive. Hear me out.
Mom, Mom, no.
Okay.
Mom.
Oh, I love you, Mom.
Oh gosh, I'm shaking. Oh my gosh,
Mom?
Mom.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We found your mom.
It's okay.
That's your mom. Mommy. Pineapple.
And then Melanie flew to St. Louis to meet her mother in person.
Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
And when you hugged her, tell me the feeling you had.
Oh, baby, it was warm. I didn't want to let her go, and she is so precious.
Homer G. Phillips Hospital was St. Louis's only hospital for African Americans until the mid-1950s. And continued to serve the black community until it closed. It has a proud history, but what happened to this mother and daughter has raised some deeply unsettling questions that are being asked by many other families. This is the mother of Deneen Antoinette Washington.
And she was born June the 24th, 1964.
The mother of Marisa Ann Berry says her daughter was born on
June 26, 1963.
Both babies born at Homer G. Phillips Hospital. These two mothers and at least 70 others who gave birth between 1955 and 1972 have now come forward to say they were also told by nurses their children died, that they were not given death certificates, and not allowed to see their babies afterwards.
They told me that my daughter had died after I delivered her. And I really felt that she had not died because I heard her cry. And I also seen her move.
I heard her cry. And then I looked up and they said, here's your baby. And they were standing at the foot of the bed with the baby wrapped up. And we got to take her to put her on the machine and she was gone.
Did you ever see her again?
No, never.
The nurse told me that I was too young to have a baby, that my parents did not need to have another mouth to feed.
An attorney is now investigating, asking the city to release records from the former city-owned hospital. The common theory as to what may have happened here?
Why do you think they lied to you at the hospital?
Because there were black families that wanted children and couldn't have children. So they marketed children to those families that didn't have them.
I was associated at Homer Phillips Hospital from 1960 through 1979 when it closed.
Dr. Mary A.T. Tillman is an accomplished physician, practicing for 51 years. Now retired, she specialized in pediatrics and says most, if not all, of the hospital bosses from that time period are now dead. But as a young doctor, she never had any inkling whatsoever of what's being alleged.
If a baby died after childbirth and the mother was still in the hospital, you would tell the mother, you wouldn't leave it to a nurse to tell the mother. That would not be the right thing to do.
That would not be what I did.
And you would offer the mother a chance to hold her baby.
That's right.
You would never say you can't see your baby.
No, not at all.
The city of St. Louis tells CNN it will give all hospital records it's able to recover to the St. Louis Police Department. Dozens of women who were told their babies died are now dreaming of an outcome like Zella and Melanie's.
You're happy.
I'm really happy.
That's my baby. That's my child.
It's your child.
Yes, yes.
You became a mother again
Yes,
at the age
I
of
did.
76 years
At the
old.
age of 76. I got a new baby.
That should go in the Guinness Book of World
It should
Records.
go in the Guinness Book of Records, and I'm registered at Dillard's and Macy's.
And you're serious?
For a baby shower. She wears a size 12.